Move it on up. Nothing can stop me moving. I'm not very good with pins. It's a puppy. Hello you gorgeous lot, how are we doing? It is Mike here once again, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my birthday book haul. I feel like there should be a jingle, but there's not. So today's video I'm going to be talking about the books that I had for my birthday, which was last week. If you haven't seen the birthday vlog yet, you are in for a treat. I will link it below. I had a really nice time and I had some books which I have not really shared on social media yet because I wanted you guys to be the first to know what I had, basically. So, let me show you what I bought. They're over here on a nice little desk. Slightly different angle today. You're going to see what happens with the focus situation because I know that this camera loves an autofocus, you know, but let's just see how we go. So, the books that I have for my birthday, a lot of them I chose, most of them I chose. There's one I didn't choose, one I had as a gift. It's this. It's a Wagamama cookbook. I love Wagamamas. This is Ways with Noodles by Hugh Arnold. And I love on the back it says this is brilliant. So first of all, there's over 120 delicious new recipes from the noodle experts. They are experts. This is good though. Noodles for every occasion, from soothing soups to sexy dinner party dishes. I do love a sexy dinner party dish. Who doesn't? But no, this is a lovely book. I had this from my friends Liane and Val for my birthday. Thank you both. Loving my life. I mean, I've just opened a page and it's a warm chicken teriyaki salad. Oh, this is going to go down well. I foresee a Japanese sexy dinner party. Why not? That was the only book that I had given to me as a present that I didn't choose. So let's go on to the ones that I did choose and we'll stick with cookbooks for a moment. You will understand, my friends. Of course, I got How to Eat by Nigella Lawson. This is the vintage edition. It's a new paperback edition of this book. And you can see it's quite small. I don't know if I hold it next to my head. It's about the same size as my head. So quite small. I lie, I have terrible trouble buying hats. My head is so big. I think it's an honour family trait. We all have just like massive heads. Might not look like it on here, I hope, but terrible trouble buying hats. Anyway, this is How to Eat by Nigella Lawson. It's the vintage paperback edition and this is to celebrate 20 years of this book having been released. It says in the back, to celebrate 20 years since first publication, a reader's edition of Nigella Lawson's classic cookbook with an introduction by Jeanette Winterson. I hate my life. I don't know why I'm finding myself so funny today. What's quite cool about this version of this book, so I have this book already. I have it in hardback. It's an edition that was a re-release as well. It was a hardback out a couple of years ago, but this one I quite like the idea because the book doesn't have any pictures in it, and a lot of cookbooks do have pictures, and I like a cookbook with pictures. This one doesn't have any, but the allure of this one is that it's actually it's readable. It's not like having a big massive book on your lap and you're having to try and figure out what's going on. This is more about reading. I think I'm going to read this almost like a novel because I'm loving Nigella at the moment. I'm obsessed. Everything is Nigella at the moment. So I'm really excited for this. Let's just move on. Or do you want more information about? I haven't said anything about it. I mean, it's about learning how to cook and how to eat, and I'm going to turn to a recipe and see what it is. Ooh, coconut cream caramel. It's interesting. She does like dinners and obviously there's loads of baking recipes, I hope. It's weird, I've got this book already in a different version, but I'm kind of yet to use it. I haven't really gone through it. I think because I'm quite a visual person when it comes to cooking. I tend to turn to the recipe, I like to see the picture and then be like, oh, what's this? So this is a bit more of a challenge for me as a cookbook fan. However, I like the idea of this version so I can actually read it like a novel and that way get to the food a different way. So that's my hope and plan for this novel, little book. That's my hope and plan for How to Eat by Nigella Lawson. Let's get to some fiction. Okay, so this landed on my doorstep. This is Liane Moriarty's 9 Perfect Strangers. So Liane Moriarty wrote Big Little Lies, and I own it, but I've not read it yet, but I absolutely adored the TV adaptation. So this is about one house, 9 perfect strangers, 10 days that will change everything. The retreat at health and wellness resort Tranquillum House promises total transformation. 9 stressed city dwellers are keen to drop their literal and mental baggage and absorb the meditative ambience while enjoying their hot stone massages. Sounds like heaven. Miles from anywhere, without cars or phones, they have no way to reach the outside world, just time to think about themselves and get to know each other. Watching over them is the resort's director, a woman on a mission, but quite a different one from any the guests might have imagined. For behind the retreat's glamorous facade lies a dark agenda. These 9 perfect strangers have no idea what is about to hit them. I'm fascinated with this idea of people thrown together and then something different is happening. I love a thriller. I'm hoping it's going to be a thriller. Has anybody read this or got this? I'm intrigued. I've not read Liane Moriarty before. I mean, what is the... We like going to the first line of fiction, don't we, peeps? I'm fine, said the woman. There's nothing wrong with me. She didn't look fine. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Intrigued. Okay, so I'm going to now show you a couple more fiction books that kind of were obvious choices for me because I didn't own them. The first one, The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. Bit of a Patrick Ness collection going on behind me. This one... Apologies, I just ate a sausage roll and it's there. Oh, you didn't hear that because I'm on Slimming World, so I shouldn't have eaten that sausage roll. I actually ate 2. Not everyone has to be the chosen one. What if you're not an indie kid fighting zombies or whatever this new thing is with the blue lights and the death? What if you're like Mikey, who just wants to graduate before someone blows up the high school again? Sometimes you just have to discover how even an ordinary life can be extraordinary. I've heard about this book, about the place on BookTube, and what I know about it is that it's about a bunch of kids and an apocalypse, but it's not about the kind of heroes that are fighting the apocalypse. It's about people on the fringe, and that's an interesting concept. I mean, what's the first line? Love Patrick Ness. It says here, oh, it hasn't got a title. Well, the title of the chapter is a bit big. Chapter the First, in which the messenger of the immortals arrives in a surprising shape, looking for a permanent vessel, and after being chased by her through the woods, indie kid Finn meets his final fate. That is what the first chapter's called. I'm already interested. On the day we are the last people to see indie kid Finn alive, we're all sprawled together in the field, talking about love and stomachs. He's got such an interesting way with words. I'm intrigued. So that was an obvious purchase for me because I needed to add it to my collection, and as was this beautiful hardback edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is the 20th anniversary edition by J.K. Rowling. This is the Ravenclaw version that I have a collection of up here, and I just needed this to go with it. So I've decided now I'm getting the Ravenclaws, all of them, hardback and paperback, through the whole series, to look nice on my shelf. Maybe to read from one day. I do love reading a bit of Harry Potter. So that's that. This is about Harry in his second year at Hogwarts. If you don't know, why don't you know? And he is going back to Hogwarts, and there's a new plot against him, and you meet Dobby the house elf. What more do you need to know? The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware. This next book is a hardback, which I partially wanted because it's so stunning. I mean, I'm shining it for you. It's called Six of Crows, and it's a collector's edition by Leigh Bardgugo, and I just want to look at this. What? It's got red sprayed edges as well. On the back it says no mourners, no funerals, and I don't know I don't really know what it's about. I kind of know what it's about, but it's been circling me on social media and YouTube and Amazon for a while. It's just been popping up in its various guises, and this is the kind of latest one. I saw it and I just thought that is so stunning, and if I'm going to read this book, this is how I want to read it. Criminal prodigy Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist. Break into the Ice Court, a military stronghold that has never been breached, and retrieve a hostage whose knowledge could change Grisha magic forever. To succeed would mean riches beyond his wildest dream, but he can't pull it off alone. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Together they might just be unstoppable if they don't kill each other first. So it's part 1 in a duology, which is 2 books for a series, and I'm hoping that they're going to bring the second one out in a lovely version like this too. Everybody's raving about it. Everyone's raving about it. First line, peeps. Let's go and have a little look. Oh, there's a little letter from the author at the front, which is quite nice. It's a very attractive book. Very, very attractive book. The first line: Juiced had 2 problems, the moon and his moustache. I'm in. That sounds fab. And the last book that I had for my birthday, it was a to me from me situation. The rest I had off my mum and dad, so that was lovely, and the one off Rian and Val. This one I pre-ordered a long time ago, and even Jay texted me at work and was like, "You've had a book delivery," and I was like, "What? I haven't ordered anything." So I was like, "Open it, what is it?" So he texted me, he opened it, and I'd forgotten I'd pre-ordered this because it was released the day before my birthday, and it arrived on my birthday. Oh, you got a little flash there. Building it up, drum roll please. Of course, this is Wundersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, a Nevermore book. If you've been on this channel for a little while, you will know that I absolutely adored the first Nevermore book, which was The Trials of Morrigan Crow. This is the sequel, and I saw it was available for pre-order and pre-ordered it straight away. It is the hardback edition, which is beautiful. Stunning cover. It says on the back, "If you want to belong, you have to believe." So that's quite cool. And what is this about? Morrigan Crow has escaped her deadly curse and joined the Wondrous Society. Spoilers. It promises her protection, friendship and belonging for life. But then Morrigan doesn't receive the welcome she hoped for. Morrigan is a rare Wundersmith, but instead of the society helping her to embrace her power, they seem to want her to suppress her mysterious ability at all costs. To make things worse, the magical city of Nevermore is quickly turning from a place of safety into one of danger. Society members are disappearing, someone is blackmailing Morrigan's new friends, turning them against her, and Ezra Squall, the evilest man who ever lived, is determined to lure Morrigan Morrigan from the society by promising to teach her how to use the wonder that calls to her, which is becoming ever harder to resist. Has Morrigan's dream of escaping her cursed life ended before it truly began? Let's go to the first line, because we need to feel what this book's about. Chapter 1. Okay, Spring's Eve, Winter of 1. Morrigan Crow leapt from the brolly rail, teeth chattering, hands frozen around the end of her oilskin umbrella. Oh, I can't wait to go back into this world. And I think I had this for my birthday, the first one for my birthday last year actually. And yeah, underneath I did have a little peep because there was a lovely picture underneath last time, and as there is this time. Look at this, gorgeous. It's like a gate to the Wondrous Society headquarters. On the back there's trees and a fence. Oh, it's shiny and lovely. I loved the first novel. The second novel was a must-have. I have to have the hardback to match it. I think it's just here. I can reach it. There's the first one. Equally as gorgeous. Step boldly. I really enjoyed it, and so cannot wait to read the second one. Hopefully it's not going to disappoint. I don't think it will. I'm just very excited for it. And those were the books that I had for my birthday. What do you think, guys? Have you read these books? Do you want to read them? What should I read first? I do find myself at this point, I finished a book last night. I have not started a new one yet. where do I go from here? I don't know yet. So that's what I had for my birthday. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Sorry guys, really briefly, I completely forgot that I just showed you the books that I had for my birthday, but I did actually buy a couple more books myself too. So I'm going to go really quickly and show you Melmoth by Sarah Perry, this beautiful blue hardback version of the book, which has just been released, and it's supposed to be quite a little bit scarier than her other one. So 20 years ago, Helen Franklin did something she cannot forgive herself for, and she has spent every day since barricading herself against his memory. But the sheltered life she has crafted for herself is about to change. A strange manuscript has come into her possession, and its contents have the power to unravel every strand of her fragile safety net. Oh, it sounds good. It is filled with testimonies from the darkest chapters of human history, which all record sightings of a tall, silent woman in black with unblinking eyes and bleeding feet. Melmoth, the loneliest being in the world. Condemned to walk the earth forever, she tries to beguile the guilty and lure them away for a lifetime wandering alongside her. Everyone that Melmoth seeks out must make a choice to live with what they've done, or be led into the darkness. Despite her skepticism, Helen can't stop reading or shake the feeling that someone or something is watching her. As her past finally catches up with her, she too must choose which path to take. Yeah, I'm excited for this, and I did enjoy Sarah Perry's writing of the Essex Serpent, so I'm hoping this story takes this forward a notch in her storytelling. So there was that. And then I went to Waterstones, and I got this lovely little book. This is called Seaglass by Eloise Williams. I love this. It's by a little independent publisher called Firefly Press, and this is about this. Lark needs a break. Her mother is ill, her sister has stopped speaking, and she's fallen out with her best friend. When her family arrives at a caravan park on the Welsh coast, Lark and her little sister rush off to explore, but soon this freedom gets frightening. Is there a figure in the fog? What happened at the ruined house in the woods? Why is her sister so fascinated by a girl in a green dress? As the storms get wilder and events get stranger, Lark must face a long-buried secret to try to save her family. It's an eerie, entrancing ghost story, apparently. So this I really fancied. I didn't really do the first line of Melmoth, but you'll forgive me. Let's have a look at the first line of this. Kill the witch, kill the witch. Ooh. Love it. Can't wait to read that. Cannot wait to read that. And I also bought this, The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. So the R was backwards, it threw me. This was an impulse buy. I've heard fantastic things about it though. Everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. And this one is the red sprayed edge version from Waterstones. I love a sprayed edge. I'm just obsessed with sprayed edge. This is, at a party thrown by her parents, Evelyn Hardcastle will be killed. Again. She's been murdered hundreds of times, and each day Aidan Bishop is too late to save her. The only way to break this cycle is to identify Evelyn's killer, but every time the day begins again, Aidan wakes up in the body of a different guest, and someone is desperate to stop him even escaping Blackheath. I'm interested with this. It's like murder, mystery, time travel. I don't know, I'm fascinated. It sounds like as well it's set back in the day, which I think is quite cool. What's the first line? There's a map of the house at the beginning, which is fascinating. And a little invitation. You are cordially invited to Blackheath House for the masquerade. I love it. The first line, I forget everything between footsteps. So yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you about those. I bought them myself. I'm going now.